Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So in this video, I want to quickly go over why I think Bitcoin went from 73K all the way down to 64K. In trading, right, especially in leverage trading, when you put a leverage trade on, there is such thing called a liquidation. So in spot trading, right, the only way you'll lose money is one, if you sell your position, which is like, let's say you have one stock of Amazon and you're down $10 on the Amazon stock and you sell it. You realize that loss, which is $10. So like let's say you put $100 in to buy that one stock and it's down $10 and you sell at 90. That means you lost $10. But if you hold on to it, you don't lose anything. Now in leverage trading, this is the difference, right? In leverage trading, you're putting on more risk than you have. So let's say like you have $100, you put on a 2x leverage. That means you have 2 times the amount of capital on your initial, investment, right? That's just like a basic understanding of it. So if it goes up like, $10, right? You make 2x on that $10, right? If it goes down $2, you lose 2x on that $10, right? So let's just say like, it goes up $10, right? You have a 2x leverage. That $10 turned into a $20. But if it goes down $10, you also lose $20 because of that 2x. So once you get to a certain point where your initial capital is gone, you get liquidated, or you have to add more capital in to keep that thing open. Now, this is just a very, very basic way of explaining it. It goes more in depth into it, but depending on your leverage, right, that's how fast you lose your money. So if you use 2 times, that you lose your money twice as fast. If you do like a 50x, you lose your money 50x just as fast, but you could also make it just as fast, right? So over the weekend, we went from 73.5 all the way down to 64.9, 64.8. One of the reasons why this happened is because of leverage trading. People are using their Bitcoin and betting on leverage that it's going to go up or go down, right? Short, long. Anytime in trading, you have to think of it as a war between the bears and the bulls. They're fighting against each other to get each other's capital. So this is where the front line is for the bulls and the bears. You can see it here, the highlighted like green, yellow area. The shorts are around anywhere from 74K all the way up to like 76K, this area here. And the longs are all the way down like 66K to like 64K, right? If it goes past any of these levels, one of the sides gets liquidated. They get obliterated. So over the weekend, we went to what? 73.5. So we went really close to this area right here, which is the 74K to 76K area. The bears are defending this with everything they have, so they don't go extinct. I believe that's the reason why we went lower. When we get to these areas where there's a lot of orders, they don't want to lose their Bitcoin. They don't want to lose their capital. So they will do everything they can to drive the prices down. Now in leverage trading, there's a way to manipulate the markets where you'll put a short on and then just sell a bunch of spot Bitcoin to drive the price down. And that's usually how they did it in 2017. So keep this in mind, right? The 74K area to 76K, and then you have the 66K to 64K area, right? Now this next post shows massive Bitcoin liquidation alert. 1, if Bitcoin hits 80K, 80.3K, 2.7 billion in short positions will be liquidated. 2, if Bitcoin drops to 64.2K, 7.8 billion in long positions will be liquidated. For those of you who are looking at this chart right now, all you need to know is the bulls are all over here, right? And the bears are all over here. Which side do you think is stronger? There's going to be way more bulls defending their area of liquidation than the bears. 7.8 billion in long positions will be liquidated if we go all the way down to 64.2, but only 2.7 billion in shorts at 80.3. So now we went from 73.5 to all the way down to 64.8, 64.9. And now we're all the way back at 68. And this is all happening over the weekend. I think once Monday comes around, we will see it go back above 70K, maybe even towards 80K by the end of next week. We're low enough to liquidate most of the long positions, right? But not all of them. I think we probably got around like maybe 6 billion in long positions liquidated. But since we went to the downside already, where do you think we're going next? This is how trading works. You go for one side and then you go for the other side. Where's the other side at? 80.3K. Anybody right now who is bearish and trying to short this thing, you're basically skydiving into a Tesla rocket ship. Look at this post by HODL15 Capital on Twitter. This is BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF IBIT Bitcoin purchases. Every single week on average, they have been buying about 30,000 Bitcoin every week. Last week, which is week 10, they bought 34.6, which is the most they've bought ever since, inception. And people are still bearish. They're literally buying up until this changes, I will not be bearish. This is what people don't understand, right? You have the world's biggest asset managers buying up Bitcoin. The only way you can be bearish about any of this is once they start unloading and selling. But right now they're all buying. Well, now you might be like, well, prices has to go lower. They don't. In traditional markets and in traditional assets, yes, the price might have to go lower because why? You'll always be able to get more of it. But once BlackRock and all these other, asset managers buy up all the Bitcoin, there's no more left for anybody to get more of. So how can you sell? If they don't sell, how can you drive the prices down? The reason why gold, the reason why stocks, the reason why any other of these other assets go down is because people get more of it and sell lower, and then they drive the prices down. So people need to get this through their thick skull that like this is an asset that has a finite supply, and that makes all the difference. All the difference. We've never had anything that's finite before in our world. Like gold, we could always mine more gold. Silver, we could always mine more silver. Real estate, we could always build more homes. In Dubai, they're making beachfront property. They're literally manufacturing islands for beachfront property. Stocks and bonds, you could always issue more stocks. You could always issue more bonds. You could always split the stocks because now they dilute the market with more stocks and other people can get more. So you don't have 80% of the supply anymore. Rather, you have, maybe 40% because it's if they double that supply, you only have 40% now. With Bitcoin, you can't do that. With Bitcoin, if BlackRock owns, 19 million, they own 19 million. You can't make any more. Once all these asset managers get their allocations worth and there's not much left on the market, this thing will be worth millions, millions and millions. And people don't see it yet because they don't understand a finality supply of an asset. But yeah, this is why I believe that Bitcoin prices went lower over the weekend. And I think we're headed towards the 80K mark within the next week or two. Not to mention halving is coming by. People don't understand halving. The Bitcoin halving plays a big role in supply and demand dynamics. It's easy to understand. If demand is up here and supply is over here, prices equal out, right? Because you have supply to meet the demand. If supply is down here and it gets cut in half and demand still stays here, prices go higher. Now, if you have no supply left on the market and demand is still here, what do you think is going to have to happen? The thing people don't understand is we're still so early in Bitcoin's life cycle, adoption cycle, that demand being here is only maybe less than 10% of the world right now. Demand still has about 90% to go, while supply is always going lower and lower and lower. So price has to do this. It has to explode. And I could be wrong, right? But I think by the end of this year, we'll see a price of Bitcoin that we won't believe. That's what I'm saying. All right. Thank you for watching. This is just a quick video. Hope everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see some crazy stuff happen over the next couple of weeks leading up to the halving. So hope everyone's ready. Buckle in. Like, subscribe, and comment. Share from me if you want. And yeah, peace.